Okay guys, welcome in this video. So today we'll talk about something important because as you guys saw in the last days, cryptos went like crazy. We had like massive bounce. So for example on Ethereum we went like 30% up since the bottom. On BTC we went, sorry, let me find the right chart that I wanted to show you guys. We went like 10% up, or almost like 9%. So yeah, so on like all the altcoins, we can see maybe like, I don't know, like hype, same thing, nice bounce from this level, okay, 30%. So we did had very nice bounces, okay. And so I think today the goal of this video is to wonder if we are very close to the top or no, and if we still have room to go higher. So we'll try to watch that today. And the first interesting thing that we can see here on the daily chart is that we filled the 0.5%. So the 0.5 Fibonacci is like the 50% of this daily week, okay. Usually those levels get tagged and we usually reject. And what was good with this one is you can also see that I took a short with the VIP Discord. So to be honest, I'm also long right now. So I just took this. So right now we're in drawdown, so made around like 2.5 risk in this short, and I'm risking one risk here. I'm targeting the highs again before CPI. For now in drawdown, but I think we can bounce. And yeah, so the reasons of the short this morning were pretty easy. So you guys can see here that we had a massive pump, open interest going crazy, spot making divergences against CVD futures, so there was more perps than spot buying, and we saw a lot of longs entering at this level, okay. So that was pretty bearish. Then on Market Monkey, same things, we had a lot of longs here at the top. If you watch the footprint, we had like millions of longs, okay. Like look, 5 6 5 3 7 9 3 7, like there was like 200 million longs opened from like 121 to like 122. So that was massive, and we just like squeezed them. So that was great. We also retested the monthly previous month's value area high, and also let's open a new tab on Market Monkey. We also tapped the previous week, but like a multi-week value area high. So if we go on Market Monkey here, sorry, and you take all the point of controls and you merge them, you will have like a multi-week profile, okay. You can see that we swept the value area high here. We didn't tap all-time high, but like went pretty high, and right now, yeah, that's also a possibility that we can have on BTC closing under this, reintegrating, retesting POC, or even the value low. So yeah, that's why I'm taking a scalp long with like tight liquidation, because if we do lose this level, we are going way lower. We can see also that on my market maker indicator, that is private, guys, sorry, we have a lot of asks above the price, okay, and spot is kind of unloading. We can also see it here. Spot is following and dumping here. You can see Binance that are selling, even though since the highs perp are being chased, okay, which is a good thing, because as you can see here, sorry, there was like a surge in open interest. By the way, guys, just to show you, sorry, in our free Discord, there is a free course, okay. So there is a free trading course that I did like 1 hour 30 videos where I explain all those indicators, all those templates, how I use them, how I use those websites, how is my trading view, etc. So if you guys want to see this video, just check in the description. There is a link in order to join my Discord, which is totally free. So if you guys want to join, just like click on the link. So now let's see. If you guys were watching the liquidation heat map yesterday, you will have seen that there was huge liquidations here that we actually took, okay. Now the most liquidation are like 115k and lower, which is in confluence actually with this level, okay. So that could be the targets. Actually I'm seeing this, but I'm long, so we'll see. Maybe it gets taken, maybe we make another Monday low. Honestly, that was worth it. Why? Because I was expecting a retest of this support high here, and I was liking what I was seeing here on like all the asks being added. I also saw some some shorts trapped here, and we had a nice retest. But now the position is in a little bit drawdown. So we'll see. I have my stop. So if I take a stop loss, that's it. I made 2.5 risk reward today, so I can lose one. That's part of the game. Again, if we zoom in, we can see that there is a lot of shorts entering here, which is actually another reason why I'm wanting to go long, because like those shorts probably get squeezed. Okay, we can see that they're selling. The only thing is that we don't have like a big liquidation candle like we had on those highs, okay, when we tapped 120k. So let's see. Also something that I'm looking at is these higher time frame liquidations. Okay, we have massive liquidation. We have a huge liquidation cluster here above all-time highs. Okay, so 124 to 126. I think we take them maybe before CPI, which is tomorrow. So that will mean that in the next 12 hours we make a rush in these levels, but we'll see. If you add some leverage, you can see that's same. The liquidations are pretty much here, and if you just use the 2x leverage, you can see that we do have massive liquidations at 136, but for now we are not talking about these levels. Okay, now let's go to the daily. So we literally took those liquidation. So if we go back to the 15-minute time frame, we'll be able to see liquidations in the higher leverage. Sorry. So if you add all of them, you can see that we literally took the liquidations here. Well, some were added here, but we took all the liquidations here, and all the longs, all the shorts got stopped, and then we nuked. Okay, and we dumped like that's like a 3% dump, I think. Yeah, almost 3%. So that's a great one. Maybe we take that week. So let's see. I don't know if I'm still in the shorts. So let's see. I don't have the alarm. You will hear a tick if we get stopped. So that can be funny. But for now, we are still in. Okay. So regarding the higher time frame, let's get back to it. First, I did a tweet last weekend, so Saturday, about BTC taking over. So we were in retesting this channel. Okay. And Ethereum pumping heavy is usually a sign that BTC will come back in a few days, and that's what happened. So BTC bounced from like 115k to 122k, so that was this candle. Now we'll see, because Ethereum looks pretty good. Today we had a nice retest of those levels. Okay, so Saturday point of control, and Sunday also point of control and value low in that box. Okay, nice retest. We bounced. So that was a plan I shared on X. Retest here, and we go take the ice again, which was literally the case, and break down here. We go for this poor high. So now let's see if we do break down here again. I think this is still the plan. Okay, but as long as we hold here, I feel like we can push higher. So then let's go to Ethereum. Interesting chart. So if we go on the weekly, we can see that we took the yearly highs, okay, the 2024 highs, the 2025 highs here, and the all-time highs are pretty close. So I think we take them. Like, there's no reason we stop here. Okay, like the only thing that will make me bearish, honestly, will be like one weekly close under that level. Okay, weekly under that level will be kind of deviation. Okay, but I feel like we hold and we just bounce. I don't think people get a lot of opportunity to get in. So like here, like I don't think, but this level could be maybe a retest, and then we go up. So that's a possibility on Ethereum. But personally, as long as we hold the trend and as long as BTC is going up, I feel like just like play the rip and try to get a breakouts. Like, there's no reason to be bearish right now. Again, like if we get bearish, it's with like closes under this level, but for now it's not the case. So personally, I don't think that the top is in, actually. And even if we look at some altcoins, the structures are still pretty nice. Well, on Solana, we need to flip this level to go a bit higher, but like on other coins, for example, Sui, for me Sui is looking pretty good. I expect Sui to do some shit like this and go up. take the all-time highs, that's for sure. So SWI, I'm looking at it cautiously. Dodge, same thing, I'm spot long. I think we just go back at least to this level. Then we have Tao, same thing, I'm spot long. I'm expecting a pump. I have also CRV, okay, from lows here. And then maybe some other one that I can show you guys. Link also, Link is pretty good. So I'm gonna put some alerts a bit lower if we get it, like a retest here, like around the 20. So I feel like we can hold like maybe 19, something like this, and then minimum go for this one. We can go for this one too, sorry. So that will be like from, let's say here, that will be like a 50% pump and a 2x here. So that's easily doable on Link, and I think we can have it. So yeah, basically, as you guys understood, I'm not bearish at all right now, but this is not the moment to go long. I mean, still be cautious. Stochastic RSI are pumping, but if we put the trend here, we're still above the trend. 21 EMA is around here, 50 EMA is around here, so we still have room to, I mean, retest this flat candle and pump later. Okay, so like do some shit like that and then pump higher, but all-time high is definitely going to be taken, I think. So yeah, maybe not the best moment to look for longs here. From here down to here, I think it's a good one. Honestly, don't go 10x, 20x. Well, you can go 10x, but with risk management again. But don't go like 50x, 100x leverage here. It's like just stupid. And yeah, another thing to maybe try to spot the top is an indicator that I love to use is the golden ratio Fibonacci indicator. So basically here it's moving average, but calculated not on the time, but calculated on the P ratios. Okay, so all the golden ratio, you have the 0.78, you have all these numbers. Okay, and so usually BTC respects, okay, the levels. Okay, we got an alarm on S&P, so S&P is dumping also. Maybe we got let's see on X, maybe we got a news. Maybe we got a news. Okay, no news. Okay, I was thinking maybe we got a news, but no. But S&P is dumping. Interesting. Well, we are probably going to get stopped in live, so that's funny. Should have held the short. Actually, the initial setup was this. Okay, closed it here for like 2.5 risk reward. Flip long. So yeah, this probably ends up in -1 error. So let's get on to the next one. I think I won't take a trade here. I will wait for tomorrow. Actually, we are retesting previous day point of control here, so that could be like a stop loss. I should have placed the stop loss here, but that's only a risk reward trade, so I don't like it. I stick with it. If I take the loss, I take the loss. I will trade tomorrow. That's okay. That's part of the game. So yeah, let's see. And just to finish with my BTC analysis, so usually Bitcoin respect those levels. Okay, you can see here that was the top here. The last cycle the top was the purple. Okay, you can see here. So this cycle it should be the red or the green. Okay, I think it's the green personally, so that will be like 145 50k. That's my first target in terms of price on BTC. So yeah, like around this level. And my second target will be here, the red one, 100 like 80 90, around this level. Okay, so I will be here is where I will be cautious on BTC. If we do reclaim it, I will just long to these levels, but for now we are not here. For now we are here, guys, and the support of this cycle for me is this golden ratio. Okay, like 91, the 90s, these are the support. If we do pull back, this is where you want to buy. Okay, or even here maybe for a scalp, but if you want to go big on spot, it's here. Under that, I think it's over, and we are going to retest those levels later, which are basically around like 70Ks, 60Ks. So that's the floor for me on BTC. I feel like the floor is like 60Ks, 70Ks. We ain't going lower than this in the next months or years. You can see that the floor was always respected, even during the COVID. Like that was the floor, that was the floor. So yeah, that's the floor price basically of BTC. I don't think we go lower than that. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any question, let me know. And yeah, again, if you guys want to watch the free course about all those indicators and how to use it, just check the link in the description and join the free Discord, and hopefully see you there. So have a good one, and bye bye.